Hey guys, so I am a giant music fan, have been for many, many years, ever since I've heard a lot of classic rock, some pop. I like, EDM and whatnot. I've listened to a lot of music over the years, and I found out a while back about this band called Greta Van Fleet. Now, you've probably heard of them. You're probably hearing that these guys are the new Zeppelin, like the new Led Zeppelin. They're whatever. I wouldn't say that they are. I want to make this very abundantly clear. I don't think that Greta Van Fleet are the new Led Zeppelin, but they're not bad. And they're young. They have a lot of growth that they could do. And I won't make any mistake. The lead singer, the frontman, if you will, does replicate Robert Plant, or in the very least, copy him. But the drummer is not as good as John Bonham, and Jimmy Page. The guitarist isn't as great as Jimmy Page, but that's okay because they're creating music that we want to hear as rock fans, as fans of music. And I have no disrespect towards people like Post Malone and SoundCloud trap R&B rappers and singers. I have no issue with them because they're fulfilling a niche. They are catering to their demographic. Their demo are getting the music that they want to listen to. I have no issues with EDM producers. I have no issues with country musicians or whatever. But I'm tired of people saying that we have no new music. We have no new bands, this and that. And truth be told, there's nothing that is new though. Everything is a copy of a copy of a copy. Everyone's replicating other people. Even Led Zeppelin with the Yardbirds, they had their own styles and influences that they created to create their style. They took pieces of things. Even The Who did. The Who, I've heard, has been called the first punk band in the way that they recorded their music, the way they played live, a bunch of things. But The Who were also technically proficient and above that with their musicality and their music ability. These guys, Greta Van Fleet, are actually very technically sound. They sound really good. And the reason I'm bringing them up today is because Anthony Fantano, internet's busiest music nerd, Melonhead, made a video about these guys and how they're overrated, or not overrated, but just like, are they too much like Led Zeppelin? And I will say that the guy, the lead singer, I don't know his name, Jesse or something, he is very much playing the Plant card, and he's hamming it up and everything. But that doesn't mean these guys can't become good. And I don't like the Fine Brothers. I've made that abundantly clear. But I did watch an Elders react to these guys. And truthfully, some of the songs, like Flower Child, a couple other songs, they sounded exactly or very, very close upon first listen to Zeppelin. So if these guys can pull it off and do it quite well, and I have no issues with them and other bands like them that I can't think of right now, because truthfully, I don't go outside my wheelhouse and look for other bands unless they come up on Spotify through Discover Weekly. I'm not a hypocrite. I'm not going to say I do, that I go to underground shows and everything. There's a lot of music out there. But I wanted to talk about this for a second because I'm tired of people saying that there's no new music out there, that there's no bands that are trying, when you clearly have a band that is trying and people are criticizing the living hell out of them for being a copy of someone else. These are kids, for fuck's sakes. They're younger than me, and they're just trying to have fun and play music. And you got to respect them for that. You have to respect them that they're actually giving a damn and trying to make something that sounds half decent. I mean, they've come out with a record, maybe 2 LPs. They're doing quite well for themselves. So if you haven't checked out Greta Van Fleet, I would strongly recommend it. Even if you are a Zeppelin fan, like a die-hard Zeppelin fan, you should give these guys a chance. They're kids. They have an idea of what they're doing. And, I mean, I'll still listen to Zeppelin. I'll still listen to Pink Floyd. I'll still, well, not really Aerosmith, but I'll still listen to a lot of these bands. Another band you should listen to is King Crimson. Excellent band. As well as Wishbone Ash. They're a band you probably have never even heard of, and they will blow you away. They're very hippie-ish in a way. Like, they're very that 60s, 70s style, But these guys have twin dueling guitars. Their guitar work is intrinsic and wonderful, and they're just, oh, they're great. My mom got me into them. And that's another thing, too. A lot of your influences that you have as an adult are directly influenced by your parents or your grandparents. So a lot of, especially if you're a musician, a lot of stuff you have inside, that you've grown up with, your parents raised you on, or your grandparents did. And so, but you also try to rebel for a while there. So, and if it matters at all, Robert Plant, he jokingly said he doesn't like them, but he respects them. So take that as you will. Take it as a grain of salt. But that's just my 2 cents on it. And I want to know what you guys think. Have you heard of Greta Van Fleet? Let me know. Comment below, and I'll see you later. Like it, dislike it. Peace out.